Shalom, shalom everybody. This video is originally for B. Johnston 3659 because the comment I'm attempting to send him keeps getting scrubbed and deleted. I did re-respond saying yes. Somebody made a comment about a certain chemical. I was on a chemical video, for a chemistry video, and they made a joke about what if the CIA comes to your door, and I said they don't have jurisdiction over free men. And B. Johnston 3659 said, do you know any that aren't dead? Yes, I am one, and I lead my house in freedom. Ultimately, because we follow the commandments of Yahweh and his instructions, they lead to freedom, life, berachot, and so much more beyond our comprehension. I recommend learning them and following them. However, if you don't want to do that, I recommend you learn what common law and the law of the land is, because ultimately those are rooted in the commandments of Yahweh anyway. The main thing you need to gather concerning freedom is you're going to have to relearn some terms. A U.S. citizen is not the same as an American citizen. The U.S. government is not the same as the American government. In fact, I don't even believe there's been an American government for a while. And this also gets into the flag flown. Like, normally when you look around, you'll see the American flag, or what you think is the American flag, but it's actually a maritime, well, it's an American maritime wartime flag. And then you might see it with golden border and fringes. And if you hear anybody ever mention sovereign citizen, they are uneducated on the topic, because the sovereign citizen is an oxymoron and it does not exist. They're just uneducated on the topic, and they're going along with the propaganda and rhetoric against this to keep people from it, subjugated and controlled. I'm going to provide you with some USC codes now. So I'm going to flip my phone around, and I got a notepad with some of my old notes. Okay, I believe it's been a moment or two. Now, if you're willing to say you're not a U.S. citizen, because you're going to learn what a U.S. citizen really is if you look up these codes, the subsection symbol here, you're not going to need to worry about. You can just type in Google 28 USC 3002 15A, just like you see that, or just look for the sections there. United States means a federal corporation. UCC 9-307H, location of United States, is located in District of Columbia. 42 USC 9102 18 U.S. citizen means, and you can go look it up. 8 USC 1101 23 and 21 speaks on national and naturalization. 8 FAM 505.2-1 11D will give you what that is. The UN Declaration of Human Rights, Article 15.2, that's basically letting you know that nobody can stop you from changing your nationality to whatever. You can create your own nation if you want to. 26 CFR 1.871-1 speaks on resident alien, non-resident alien, and it gives you information on that. And this revocation of election here, I don't believe votes matter anyway. But if you're a U.S. citizen and want to vote, you don't even need to worry about that if you want to stay a U.S. citizen. If you don't want to stay a U.S. citizen, you need to do a revocation of election, or you can do what's called a Form 56. My wife and I have done one, had it notarized, turned it in, and we don't want to vote. It's a way that we want to be tax exempt. Don't want to pay taxes, don't want to port taxes. I don't want to volunteer my taxes to the United States government. I am not okay with, I don't want to support what they're doing. They're free to do whatever. I don't want to harm anybody. I just want to live my life and let other people live their life the way they want to, but I don't want to be forced or participate in their shenanigans or their lawlessness. I don't want anything to do with it. They can do it wherever they want. I would like to be allowed to live my life the way that I want. And so that's what my wife and I have done, and that is how I lead my house. Freely to choose Yahweh and to follow his instructions and live the way he commands, and nobody is going to stop us from doing that. Some people have a problem with that, and during the recent shutdown and the pandemic and everything, yeah, made a lot of people mad. We did not mask up. We did not use the face shield. I was held in contempt of court and told I was going to be arrested because shortly after the pandemic, You'll see in another video I did, I had to go in for jury duty, and I made it in without putting a mask on or a face shield. They told me I needed one. I'm like, no, I'm exempt. I'm not going to do it. It doesn't stop it anyways. I told them I had a religious exemption. Of course, the head clerk went belligerent, and people were going belligerent, like, nice knowing you. Nothing ever came of it. They have zero power. Just stand. No violence necessary. Just stand. They can't do anything. There's no reason to get physical, no reason to get violent. Just stand and know who you are. Know your rights. Like, no, my rights come from Yahweh. My rights don't come from men. I don't need a license. I don't need a declaration of independence. I don't need all that to tell me what I can and can't do. I am a child of the Most High Elohim, a Hebrew man of the 12 tribes of the kingdom of Israel. Not to be confused with the state of Israel, much like the whole U.S. citizen thing, an American thing. U.S. government is not the American government. And all these flags you see flying around, that's a maritime wartime flag. The peace flag has vertical stripes. It is written that we perish for lack of knowledge. I was guilty. I used to believe we were on a globe, on a ball in the middle of nothingness. I used to be a deputy. But now I know better. And I do not want anything to do with the United States government, aside from, being kind, cordial, and respectful. They can do what they want to do. I'd like to just sojourn the earth, whether it's in America, whether it's abroad, in other countries. I just want to sojourn freely. I don't have to deal with TSA. I don't want to have to deal with being hindered. I just want to enjoy earth, going wherever I want, enjoying what I see, not messing with anybody and not being messed with. And so we've been doing that and enjoying it. That's true freedom. True freedom. Want everybody to be able to do what they choose to do, as long as they're not hurting themselves, somebody else. Just make the choices you want to make and enjoy life. The earth is beautiful. And this is a beautiful, like, all around, beautiful blessings all around. So that's pretty much it. Look it up. Look into it. Decide who you want to be. You want to be a U.S. citizen? Be a U.S. citizen. You want to pay taxes? Pay taxes. Don't want to be a U.S. citizen? Don't want to pay taxes? Don't do it. You're free to choose. Just go through the proper process to be who you choose to be. That's what's so beautiful about it. Following the instructions of Yahweh, you learn to walk on water. My family and I walk on water. It's going to go over some of y'all's heads, but we walk on water. We take fish from the sea, and we give from the coins we take from their mouth. You can too if you choose to. Shema Yisrael. Yahweh Eloheinu Yahweh Echad. V'havta et Yahweh Elohecha. B'chol levavcha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha. Shalom, shalom.